Hi, this month our topic is relationships. So the first question is, why aren't our relationships working? Let's look at that first of all. So people are social beings. They live in contact with each other and need communication. So relationships are a need. If you are alone, life doesn't work. Relationships are the next step in communication, and a relationship is more intense than communication because a personal relationship, of course, if you're also in a sexual relationship, has a deeper meaning with it. Some of us are very successful in our relationships. It works. We feel love. We feel fulfilled. Some of us have happy relationships. However, some don't or don't have relationships at all. As if they were created for, unsuccessful relationships, and we all wonder what's wrong there. So today's topic is that. Why can't some people make their own relationship work? Why do some people have working relationships? What's going on? Let's look at this together. So the effect of distorted perceptions is huge on relationships. When we look at the reasons why relationships don't work, many secondary reasons stand out. However, the main reason why relationships in general don't work is that we have distorted points of view and thoughts about ourselves, about the world, about the person we are with, and we need to focus on those distorted points of view. We need to focus on our mind and start working on our mind for our relationships to work. Why? Is because when we admire a person, when we are in a distorted perception, we admire a person and we see them above ourselves and we start getting uncomfortable with them. And then we have a lot of emotional stuff going on. Our thoughts occupy a lot of space, and we become electrically charged, and then we start experiencing those electrical charges in our relationships. If we have distorted points of view, if we have distorted perceptions in our minds, we give the person the meaning they are not, therefore we terminate our relationships. So what happens when we have distorted perceptions is that we don't see the person as they are. We are in a fantasy and we don't see them as aligned with ourselves. We don't see ourselves, both of them, ourselves equal. We don't consider them having the same attitudes or having the same problems as us. Of course, if you see someone on a higher level than yourself, then you disvalue yourself, then you devalue yourself, and what happens is the relationships doesn't last. And also, if we have distorted perceptions, it creates all kinds of emotions, which are electrical charges that create space in our mind and that create all unbalanced emotions. And then we go either into desire and love in a distorted perception or hate and fear. So Freud calls this psychosexual energy, this hate and love and that energy, catharsis libido, and that's among two people, and it's a reflection of the level of our mind. According to Freud, the energy that is in between two people, like this desire energy, love energy, which is catharsis libido, is actually a very concentrated energy, and it's either the extreme, it's because of an extreme ego, super ego, or the id, a lower ego. So it's that energy, that desire energy, that love and desire energy people experience, that physical desire, is either because a distorted perception of you being on the super ego or you being on the id, the lower ego. So in your relationships, experiences like attraction, desire, a huge love, an intense physical energy, that means you are not in a balanced perception. Because physical attraction or physical repulsion, so being pulled towards a person or a feeling or being pushed away, doesn't happen by itself. Our minds has to be distorted first, so we need to have certain perceptions for that to happen, and genuine love is nothing like that. Love, in the love experience, there is no ups and downs, there are no physical attractions, we have both, and love is a very balanced emotion. It's actually not an emotion, it's a situation, it's an experience. It happens when we are neutral about ourselves, when we are more awake, and when we're neutral about the world and everybody. When this neutrality is disturbed, then we start experiencing physical attraction, love, not love, but more like a desire, a love that is the opposite of hate, like the hate that, desire, that burning desire, and that's not love. That's actually the nothing like love. It is something that has an opposite, which is hate. When we see the person in front of us, like above us or below us, when we don't see them as equal to us, we constantly start experiencing feelings and emotions and emotional charges, and we start desiring him or her more. And these are all charged emotions, these are feelings, emotional energies, emotional triggers, and that needs to be balanced. If we keep on experiencing that desire, the relationship won't last, because the whole universe has a unique order, a divine order that is out of love. Everything is love in the universe, everything is coming out of love, and everything is going to love. So whenever we experience charged energies like desire or this, love and hate and this physical attraction, what happens is our relationships don't last, because the world, the whole divine, has to bring us to balance. So if you're not balanced, the life energy will bring you into balance by taking away that relationship, taking away what you desire the most. So until we learn to balance our thoughts, until we learn to balance our perceptions, we cannot accept to have fulfilling relationships. Next week, I'm going to keep on talking about this specific relationship, and also why people are unhappy, why people have go into this illusion and attraction energy instead of experiencing love.